Yeah, 1 2 1 1 2 2. Testing, testing. 1 2 3 4. Hey, yeah. 1 2. Hey. You got it.
problem was there were no jabs. No, it's also that mugging, coming forward, aggressive style. It looks good even when it's not effective. It looks good. I would have had no, there's really not a decision. So we're going to bring up the winner of the 147-pound eliminator. And I guess now you'll be the mandatory eventually for Errol Spence. Is that right?
No, he's currently number 2 for Earl Spence, and he's one of the mandatories for Porter.
One of the mandatories for Porter and number 2 for Errol Spence. A real solid win for Mr. Ugas. And Louis, you're going to do the translating? So I'll open it up for questions.
No, fue una noche hoy, no, pienso que no fue mi mejor pelea, pero salí a entregarlo todo como siempre y espero seguir creciendo, seguir mejorando y seguir peleando mucho mejor.
He'd like to thank everybody here, the media, everyone here for the fights that came out. He says, you know, it wasn't one of my best performances, but it was a solid win against a good fighter. And I look forward to being in another big fights and being able to perform better and being more entertaining fights. Any questions? Lamb.
Did you feel that being in the Barclays Center under these conditions and under this setting led to a somewhat tentative performance? We've seen him in the past be more active.
¿Tú crees que una pelea en una noche grande como estar en Barclays está un poco más tentativo que tener una pelea grande? ¿O porque tú crees que van a un poco más acción? A veces te veo un poco más acción de ti.
No, pienso que no tuve la oposición la mejor posible. El argentino no salió a pelear prácticamente. Yo estoy acostumbrado a la competencia, a chocar un poco más. Pero, como te digo, no fue mi mejor presentación. Tengo que seguir trabajando fuerte y seguir creciendo.
He says, no, not really, not at all. He's fought on bigger stages like the Mayweather-McGregor card. It was more, you know, he thinks the Argentino was looking to survive a little bit and not looking to exchange punches once he started feeling his power. But like he says, it's just another learning experience, another fight on the way to getting a world title shot. He just wants to keep, you know, fighting the best fighters he can fight. He's currently the number 2 ranked contender in the IBF. He should be getting a letter on Monday for a mandatory number 1 against Earl Spence, and he's currently one of the mandatories for Shawn Porter. You'd have to probably speak to Mauricio Suleiman. He'd give you a little more clarity on the exact situation.
We got the best manager in the world.
Habla. ¿Cómo te sientes después hoy?
We got the best manager in the world.
No, me siento bien. Como te dije, hay que seguir trabajando fuerte. Pienso que no tuve la mejor oposición hoy.
Best manager in the world.
Y hay que seguir trabajando fuerte.
He said he thought he felt good, he felt strong. He just has to keep getting better and keep improving.
No, pienso Spain, quiero pelear contra Spain. He hecho el peleador que quiero pelear.
He said if he could choose, he would choose to fight Earl Spence because he feels he's the best fighter in the division and probably the best fighter in the world. So he wants to try to fight the best fighters.
Can I get on there now?
That's it.
Can I get on the mic now?
Thank you guys very much.
Y'all stay here. Hey,
now
Rock, stay here. Y'all stay here.
I'm going to turn the mic over to one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world today, Mr. Errol Spence, Jr.
Hey, give a shout out to one of the best writers in the world. This big motherfucker right here. He's sitting right here.
Bro, stop, bro. Stop.
Love him to death.
Hey, how y'all doing? Bro, chill. What's wrong with you, bro? We chilling tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shawn Porter and Daniel Garcia, that was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I respect them both for getting in the ring and fight with each other. But I want to fight the winner. I mean, like I got in the ring, like Shawn Porter got in the ring with Daniel Garcia and demanded that fight. Shawn Porter didn't fight me. That's a unified fight. That's the biggest fight Shawn Porter gonna make. Nobody really knows Shawn Porter. Said the hardcore boxing fans.
Tell him what you told me.
Why I tell him he a wrestler?
Tell him what you told me.
Why I tell you?
You gonna knock his ass out. That's what you told me.
Oh yeah, I put everybody to sleep. Like I said, it's strap season, man down, man down promotion, man down is my motto. I'm putting everybody to sleep with anybody I fight.
Talk to him, DJ.
Yeah, Rayfield.
Talk to him now, DJ.
Come on, Dan.
Do we have a question? Is there a mic in the room, by the way, for the press? Anybody?
And
Thank you. Get mic over to Big Dan, please.
Errol, I know that you like to fight Shawn after his victory tonight, but there was also a lot of conversation after the Garcia victory in July in LA that was a fight you were interested in. Which one is next for you? Is it going to be Garcia on a pay-per-view, or is it going to be Shawn Porter?
I would like the Mike Garcia fight. I would like that in December, January. I think Shawn Porter probably going to take a little bit of time off. Might come back in the first or second term of next year. So I would like the Mike Garcia fight before that.
So the schedule then, based on the way you're saying, is Mikey next, maybe end of this year, early next year, and then maybe in the spring when Shawn, or late winter, Shawn's back in action.
I mean, I feel like Shawn, like how Shawn wanted that Danny Garcia fight, he should want this Errol Spence Jr. fight. I mean, it's for the unified belts. It's probably be the most money he ever made. I think it's a fight to happen. I mean, Shawn Porter is a come forward fighter. I'm a fighter who stand there and fight, and I feel like I'll stop Shawn Porter.
All right, thank you.
Oh my God.
Who you gonna spar with? Leading up to the Shawn Porter fight. I would like to get to work.
I mean, I feel like
The way you look right now, you could spar with Adonis Stevenson.
No, I was sparring with Earl. That's the only person I'm
I
sparring
mean,
with.
I feel like Tank a great fighter and all, but I feel like I'll stop him within 3 rounds. Easy money.
Y'all heard that?
Easy money.
The room heard that.
That's easy. That's easy. That's light work.
Why do you feel like you the best welterweight ever?
Oh, you got cheated. Why do you feel like that? I don't know. What's wrong with these dudes?
I don't know.
I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm the best welterweight ever right now. I still got a lot to prove. I still got a lot of fighters to beat. So I don't feel like I'm the best welterweight ever right now. But
Nah, you is the best welterweight ever though. But why do you feel like that?
I appreciate you saying that, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm the best fighter welterweight this decade, but I'm not the best welterweight ever right now. I still got a lot to prove. I still got a lot of belts to beat. I still got a lot of belts to win. I still got a lot of fighters to beat.
Gotta ask me some questions. Why do you feel like you can stop taking threes?
I mean, Tank too small. He just like work.
Anybody in the press have a real question?
I mean, I don't care. Mike Garcia is a great fighter. There's a lot of fighters that moved up and fought and beat guys. So, I mean, I'm not going to take Mike Garcia lightly. He's a great fighter. He has a great record. He's undefeated. And I feel like, I'll stop him. But, if he's taking on the challenge, then, so be it. So, I mean, everybody have to respect Mike Garcia was just taking that fight.
Errol, right here. Lim. If you say you don't get necessarily Mikey Garcia, do you want to go? Do you want to go? Huh? Do you want to go home and fight your next fight again? I mean, I know you've.
It don't matter about fighting at home. It just matter about staying active. And if I fight December or January, it don't matter. I mean, it don't matter who it's against. If it's against Mike Garcia, if it's against Shawn Porter or anybody else, I don't care.
Errol, right here, John got New York Fights. Shawn Porter said before this fight tonight that what he's going to do to Danny Garcia would change the conversation at welterweight with respect to what he would do to you or what he would do to Keith Thurman or anybody else out there. You got in the ring, obviously, looking to challenge him directly. Do you feel as if he really wanted to fight you? I mean, I know you're talking about Mikey Garcia, but your preference would be Shawn Porter, right?
Shawn Porter didn't do nothing different. Like, Shawn Porter, their whole camp, even his daddy, the whole camp, they was talking about, we're going to do something different, we're going to show you how something different. He didn't look nothing different. He came forward, he like a football player. He tried to tackle the dude, throw punches, and, I mean, he still looked the same. Nothing changed about him. I mean, even Barry Hunter's a great coach. I love Barry Hunter. He worked with me in the amateurs, but Barry didn't change nothing about him. He did the same thing. I think, for me, it's impulsive. of what he does, and that's just his style and just how he fights to win. Me personally, I thought Danny won, but I definitely want that fight. It's I feel like it's a big fight, and I feel like, I feel like I'm the better fighter, and I feel like I'm the stronger fighter, I'm the faster, I'm the smarter, and I just feel like all around I'll stop Shawn Porter.
You would obviously prefer a WBC unification fight other than over a fight with Mikey Garcia if given the choice.
Definitely, but it's all about time frame.
Right.
Like Shawn Porter just came from a fight, so he probably not gonna fight till March or April. So, I'll take the Mikey fight, then I'll fight Shawn Porter.
Are you starting to get frustrated at all? Because, there's only so many times you can say, I'll fight Porter, I'll fight the title holders, I'll fight Garcia. Is there starting to be frustration at all about actually making the fights happen?
It's definitely no frustration. I get paid great. Even if I fight a bum, I get paid the same as fighting a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Well, my coach hates me saying bum. But even if I fight somebody that's not as good as a top, level fighter, I still get paid the same. So it really don't matter. And why punish Javante? So you better go down to 130 if you know what's good for you.
Errol, Errol.
Yep.
Every time they showed you tonight, the fans went crazy. Every time they showed Keith Thurman, the fans booed loudly. What did you think of that?
I just think, Keith Thurman just having me active. And, the fans love me because I'm a fighter that, I relate to the fans. I talk to the fans, and, I'm relatable to the fans. And with Keith Thurman, he kind of disappeared a little bit. And he hasn't been fighting. He hasn't been active. And, they want to see the big fights. They don't want to see recycled fights where him fighting Shawn Porter, him fighting Danny Garcia. They want to see him fight me. So I think, when he come back, he need to fight me. And I need to fight the winner out of it. I need to fight Shawn Porter, and then he fight me. So we'll see.
Did you say anything to Keith tonight? Did you guys talk at all?
Yeah, I talked to him.
Tell him what you told him.
I said about it.
Tell him what you told him.
Well, I told Keith Thurman I'll stop him.
In what round?
I said like.
No, how did you say it? How many rounds?
4 to 6.
No. How did you say it? How did you say it?
I just told him I stopped him before the 6.
But how did you look at him and say it?
You said you were whipping his motherfucking ass. That's what you said.
That's what I said. I said I'll stop him before the 6. I just told him I'll stop him.
Last question for Errol.
Errol, what did he say when you said that to him?
He just laughed. He don't say nothing. They know I'm the top dog. They know I'm the wolf in the division. I'm that guy. And I'm not ducking no opposition. So anybody who want it, even, the guy that Uga's calling me out and things like that, when that time come up, I'm going to stop him too. So it doesn't matter.
Thanks, sir.
No problem. Hey, and I just want to say something. A lot of people want to talk about when I say, we on different sides of the streets and things like that. It's true. Me and Terrence Crawford on different sides of the streets. He's just signed with ESPN. I don't fight for ESPN. I fight for Showtime or Fox.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? So he's on this side of the street. Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying? And then like Bo Mac said, I guarantee EJ living paycheck to paycheck. I'm definitely not living paycheck to paycheck. I guarantee you, if we check our tax reports at the end of the year, I guarantee I make more than him. He got 3 coaches. We don't know who the head coach is. So, at the end of the day, I'm a way better fighter than Terrence Crawford. Who has he fought? The only name fight you fight is York's Game Boy, the guy that he fought. I fought Lamar Peterson, Chris Algieri, Kell Brook. And how many fights he got? 30-some fights? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's a great fighter, things like that, but you can't put him to me. Like the guy he just fought for the undisputed welterweight, light welterweight champion of the world, Regis Prograis stopped him later than he did. You know what I'm saying? So you got to add that all into conclusion to who you say the top welterweight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is smoke and mirrors. That's what Bob Earl do. Bob Earl do a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors with him, and that's how it is with Terrence Crawford. If you name one of y'all name me a guy he fought. That was top guy. Name me a top guy he fought that's better than Chris Algieri. Nah, that's better than Chris Algieri. Name me one guy. Felix Diaz. So you think I think Chris Algieri beat Felix Diaz. He beat the Russian kid. Adongo just got knocked out by Reese Gregarious. Later than he did Terrence Crawford. So now it's somebody else. Victor Poster? Victor Poster, who he beat? Matisse? Matisse, when he showed, when he get hit back, he folded. When Pacquiao hit him back, he folded. Easy. On the speed at 140 with his smoke and mirrors. Jeff Horn. I thought Manny Pacquiao beat him. I thought Manny Pacquiao beat him again. Jeff Horn. Who had Jeff Horn beat? Who?
Ooh, he kind of good today.
Who had Jeff Horn beat? Name somebody Jeff Horn beat. Who?
What? Yeah.
Like I said, Bob Ram, he's a great promoter. Smoke and mirrors, like I said. All the time, smoke and mirrors. He doesn't beat anybody, bro. You can't name somebody. Anybody you name, I can argue with that statement every time.
What do you think about the Benavidez fight that you just signed?
It's a good fight. I got a tape of me beating Benavidez and sparring. Punishing him. Yeah. Punish him and sparring. Benavidez is a good fighter, though.
Okay.
Regardless of the street, wouldn't you love? Regardless of the street, wouldn't you love to fight Terrence Crawford? Wouldn't that be a spectacular
like
fight? Just fantasy. Wouldn't it be great?
Like, it's a big money fight because a lot of people, drinking the Kool-Aid.
Look, there's a lot of streets in boxing right now. There's a lot of streets. But that being said, if the fight gets big enough somewhere down the road, and we're talking about a lot of commas in the numbers, then somewhere down the road they'll find a way to make the fight.
But at the end of the day, I feel like me and Keith Thurman is the fight to make. Like a lot of people bring up Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman been inactive. But when Keith Thurman come back and when he has a great fight, and he shows that, what he's been showing in the fights with Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter, everybody's gonna be talking about Earl Spence versus Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these fans and stuff, a lot of these fans and these reporters, they live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? They talking about, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, this and that, this and that. But they was just talking about Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. So once he come back and he has a great fight, they're like, what about Earl Spence and Keith Thurman? So
There are a lot of great fights that could be made easier right now because they're within the sphere that we're operating in. And Keith Thurman, if he didn't injure his hand again, would have been back in the ring already this fall. Unfortunately, he's had a real rough turn of luck, and he injured his hand again. But got to remember, Keith Thurman beat both of those guys that were in the ring tonight.
Definitely. And like I said, Terrence Crawford on the wrong side of the street. It's me. It's Danny Garcia. We got Shawn Porter. We got Keith Thurman. We got Ugas. We got a lot of fighters over here. Who he has? If he was an A-level fighter, Bob Ray would have been gave him the fight with Manny Pacquiao, but he gave it to Jeff Horn. Why is that? It doesn't matter if Pacquiao doesn't want it. That's his promoter. Why didn't he give it to him? That's the top guy. Top guy is Terrence Crawford. So why didn't he give him that fight and he gave him to Jeff Horn? And that's supposed to be your dude. Can't speak Bob. It's all facts. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I mean, like I said, he's on the wrong side of the street. That's why he's calling out. Who's he calling out? Who's he calling out? All Heyman guys, right? All right. How you gonna get that fight when he just signed with ESPN? I'm not going to ESPN at all. I'm not going to ESPN at all. Because the big money fights and the fights that is really going to get made and the fights I'm really going to make is with Showtime and Fox Sports. And Fox. That's the fights I'm going to make. He's talking about, I got $3 million guaranteed. All right. You see 1.5 on paper, right? That's cool.
Man, you're talking too much now.
That's cool.
All right. Errol, thank
That's
you.
cool. Bo Mac can say what he want. That's cool.
Errol, quick question here for you. How much of the Crawford things you said, you would like to be the undisputed champion, the guy who can walk anywhere you want, they'll say that's the guy. Same like Floyd Mayweather was, like Sugar Ray, whatever it was.
I'm A-side. I'm A-side. Like I said, Terry Crawford got to come across the street. Terry Crawford got to come across the street. He got to leave ESPN and come to Showtime with Fox. Or they got to do something where they both work together and then we both fight. So I'm not worried about it at all. And I you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not going to be scared of Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, great fighter. I like the look. I like the way Terrence Crawford fight. Terrence Crawford fight. I respect him a lot. But like I said, he's on the wrong side of the street. And this side of the street because it's politics in boxing. It's politics in boxing.
Is Danny coming out?
That's the truth of it. It's politics in boxing. Everybody can say, oh, it's not politics and this, that. It shouldn't be politics. It is what it is. It's politics in boxing. I never fought on ESPN. I'm not going to fight on ESPN probably. No disrespect to ESPN. I'm not. I'm with Showtime and Fox. So, different side of the streets. He can say he own a block, whatever. You don't own a block. You're not going to fight on Showtime. You're not going to fight on Fox.
130 is right.
If he is, come over.
Earl, you implied that you and Keith Thurman is a fight to make.
Yeah.
So are you suggesting that Shawn Porter is a tune-up fight to get the...
No, Shawn Porter not a tune-up fight. Like I said, he's a world-class fighter. He's definitely not a tune-up fight. I'm not going to disrespect Shawn Porter like that at all. Even like that. Even with Danny Garcia lost. Danny Garcia is still a world-class fighter. He lost to another world-class fighter. So I'm not going to disrespect him. That's a big fight to make. And even if I fight Danny or Shawn, you know, it's a big fight. They're both world-class opponents. And I congratulate them both for fighting each other and making it easy. And they both fight each other. I'm never going to disrespect world-class opponents for fighting each other at all. Thank you. I'm out. Peace. Shout out to Showtime. Shout out to Fox. We just signed. I'm gone. I love y'all. Bye.
How soon can we expect you back in the ring?
Now shit get real. Any questions?
How soon can we expect you back in the ring?
Yeah, I would have been in the ring tonight if I had the right opponent. But like you just said, you just heard some good news. Fox, Showtime, Al Heyman. Y'all can expect me in the ring real soon, huh? Yeah. You know.
Can you elaborate?
Huh?
Can you elaborate?
Oh, what happened? I didn't see it. What happened?
He won.
He won?
He got knocked down, and he knocked Vargas down.
I mean, he always get
won a
knocked down.
decision.
There ain't nothing. Who? I've been trying to fight Amir Khan, man. I got a left hook from hell. We know that's all his. That's his kryptonite, man. Shit, he's a great fighter though. He's a good fighter. I'm the undisputed 144 world champion. Huh?
Either or.
Huh?
Either weight class.
It really don't matter. You know, see, I'm flexible. I can go to 40, 47. You know, it really don't matter. I love 44 the best, though.
Where do you see the most action for you?
44. I can't lie. What? The 47 pounders beat me in the middle. I'm a 140 pounder, man. God damn. Huh? What? I'm just telling the truth. So if anybody out there, you know,
Could you bring me a couple of Coronas?
want to take this 144 belt, you can come see me. Oh my God.
Can you elaborate more on the importance of Al Heyman in these boxers' career? We only heard a minute of it on Instagram.
I would love to elaborate. What I'm saying is this. All you guys in here, you know, y'all put up stories and y'all put out everything when Eddie Hearn got the deal or whatever. But when my nigga got the deal, yeah, I ain't putting nothing up. Shit, I ain't seen shit. Yeah, and I'm just telling the truth. Y'all hating on it. That's just how I feel, and I'll tell y'all that. Just like I told y'all on Instagram, and somebody stole my Twitter and Snapchat and Facebook, so I would have told y'all on that. But you know, right now I only got Instagram. So you know, that's just what it is, and I just love that I got Al Heyman. You know, I think without Al Heyman, I probably wouldn't be in the position I am today. And you know, I just love him.
So Eddie offered you short money.
Who?
Eddie, when he got out there short money.
Yeah. That money was shorter than midget sex. Huh? You said what?
Did it look good?
One more time. You ain't got a mic. One more time.
That was you saw a tremendous performance tonight by a terrific fighter. It was a close fight, but I don't think anyone can have an argument with the outcome. And it's my pleasure to open up questions for the WBC welterweight champion of the world, Shawn Porter.
I'll say just
Let's be serious, okay? We have the champion. He deserves some media questions first, and then you can cheer him all you want. If you have a question, please raise your hand for the mic.
What time is it? I'm sorry, I had to.
Congratulations, champ. Yes. Congratulations. Great fight. Really enjoyed it. My question is, who's next for you, reality-wise? Did you have anybody in mind when you're going to be going on vacation for a week or two?
Well, you know what? I know how this thing works, you know, so I know that Errol Spence got in the ring, and he said he wanted to fight me in front of the world, and I politely accepted that challenge, not only because he stepped in the ring and said it, but because that's what I really want. I think that, you know, I've been in the ring with Keith. I just beat Danny. I think Errol's the next guy for me. The part that you all hate, that I didn't say in the ring because I know better than that, is that you know, there's going to be some business that needs to play out. But I assure you, it won't be because of Errol Spence if this fight is not next for me, and it will not be because of me if my next fight is not against Errol Spence. So I think at this point, man, we just got to be patient and make sure that that's what everybody wants, and that's the way it goes. I know the WBC has some people just so surreal for me. It was like, wow, what? Yeah. Appreciate you taking me back there. Yeah.
Hey, Shawn, right here.
What's up, Dan?
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
the victory. I know how much this one means to you, and I wonder if there's any way that you can differentiate which was a bigger, winning your first title, and I know what the long road has been to try to get back here, the loss to Keith. Which one is sweeter? Was it getting that first one, or is it this one?
I think it's this one.
And if you could say why.
I'm not exactly sure why, to be honest with you. And I knew what we were going for when we fought for the IBF. I knew that we were fighting Devin Alexander, great fighter, you know, when we fought, and I knew I was going to dominate him, and I knew that I was going to win that title. And I think this time it was more so, it wasn't that I didn't know, but it was more so that I just really, really wanted it. And I think, you know, it just makes this one a little bit more sweeter for me.
And one other thing, you mentioned that you know that there's probably some business that has to get done. WBC is going to order a mandatory, most likely.
Bet you guys hate that word, business, huh?
No, I get it. I mean, I've done this long enough to understand how it works. And I think that Errol Spence has talked about the Garcia fight potentially at the end of this year or next year. In your mind, knowing the business that it will have to take place and the possibility of him fighting another significant fight also, when do you think that it's realistic? It seems to me that maybe in the spring.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I know that I don't think him getting in the ring was for show, and I know that, you know, again, the words that we exchanged in the ring was not for show. So I really don't know. Like I said, I know the WBC has some plans, and we'll see if they're willing to, you know, go a different route.
Shawn, Danny landed his share of clean shots tonight, caught you a few times.
Yeah, he did.
But do you feel that sort of just prompted you to step up your work rate? You threw almost 300 more punches than he did in this fight. 270.
Hey.
Do you feel like that was a difference tonight?
We knew coming to the ring that the work rate had to be high, and we knew that it's not something that I have to force. You know, we come to the ring ready to work hard and
ready to work through an entire round. You know, so I mean, I didn't expect to throw 270 more punches than him, but I expected my, you know, punch output to be higher than his, and we expected that to play a part in the scorecards. So I think it was a lot of bit of the hard work throughout the rounds, and then also great body work, and then, you know, clean jabs as well. And I still got to keep a level head because I could have mixed it up more. There were times where I went to the body so much that when I threw a jab, I landed it clean, and it was because he was looking for me to go back to the body. And, you know, I got to keep stuff like that in my head, keep mixing it up, you know. So I think ultimately it was, you know, 270 more punches than someone else. And, you know, I'm sure that, you know, punches connected were about, you know, we could have been close to even, but I may have been, you know, a little higher than him as well. So was I a little higher than him? Just slightly, yeah. It was a good fight. It really was.
Shawn, considering how close,
What's up,
hey, what's up, buddy? Considering how close your fight with Keith was,
Yeah.
And the fact that you now beat Danny and he had a close fight with Danny,
Yeah.
how would you rank? Where does this put you? How do you rank the top 5 guys in the division?
I'm the new champion. Errol, Shawn Porter, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford.
Okay, so can you explain just a little bit why you rank it that way? Is it substance?
I think I'm speaking on who's been active at 47, who has been dominant at 47, and who's champions at 47.
Why do you have Crawford?
Why do I have Crawford so high? Because he's just getting there. Because he's just getting here. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then the other question, do you have any idea what the WBC might have in mind in terms of an opponent? Kenny?
They got one. They got me.
We want Errol Spence. Errol Spence, Errol Spence, Errol Spence. If anybody decides to do anything other than that, that's not in our control, but we want to fight Errol Spence. I don't want to see Shawn fight till he's 40 years old. I want Shawn to fight the prime guys now while he's in his prime. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Bud Crawford. Great fighters, should make each other great. Let's fight.
Yeah. Shawn, were you over here? Were you pleased with how you started the fight, and what was your sense of how the first 3 rounds went?
I was pleased with how I started the fight. I wanted to come in, be patient, and work the game plan that we've been working. Move around the ring and use the jab from the outside and box him from the outside. Get him to come to me, which we thought would be a really good asset for us. And, you know, I think a majority of the punches that he threw coming towards me, I was able to make him miss. That was something we knew we would be able to do. So I thought the first, you know, honestly, I didn't score the fight during the fight in my head, but I remember being pretty comfortable for the most part throughout the whole fight.
He landed some big shots in the 3rd round. Were you ever hurt?
No. But he did a good job, though.
What's the thought process behind the style change-up? You weren't your normal self. Full rush, you decided to box early in the fight.
If I don't, he did a good job of clinching. He didn't hold. He did a good job.